That tree's kind of in a weird spot. I feel like if that wasn't there, this space could be used for more kind of like open activities, but it's just kind of right in the middle. I don't know if this is like a bird bath or something, but you know, water would be cool, not dirt. This little garage has a window when these ones don't. This light right here is kind of opposite of what it normally is, I think. Like this is usually the off state, but it's on right now. And then when I do that, it turns off. Not too sure why that's there, but it is. TD's car, when he drives it on here, for whatever reason, it makes like these marks, and I don't know if those can be cleaned or not, but they kind of look bad. I feel like this is kind of underlooked a lot, but the front door has like marks and stuff, and it doesn't really seem like it's been cleaned in a while. So I feel like this should be probably the cleanest part of the house because it's the one that like everyone sees when they come in, you know? The sink really doesn't have much water force to it. It's pretty light. I like my sinks with a little bit more. Same goes for this one. I have two, but oh, I guess that one's a little bit better, but still kind of weak. This light, it's kind of a cheap light. It like reminds me of a hotel light, you know, kind of just cheap. This is kind of falling off. I don't know if that's gonna break on me and like chip the ground or something, but that might fall. That sound never stops. I don't know if this is weird or not, but if TD walks on his balcony and the blinds are open, he can see my bathroom. We should have a flag there. I think that's what it's for. Maybe I'm stupid, but I really have no clue what this thing is for. If someone wants to leave in the comments what this is for, that'd be great. I just really don't know. I feel like these stairs are a little bit unsafe because there's no like carpet or anything, and if you're wearing like socks, I think, if you're walking down from here at night, you could easily slip, and that's a little bit dangerous. That one's a little bit tall for me to use personally, but I think LSK could reach up there and get some use out of it. Again, just kind of a weird spot to put an outlet. I don't see why it can't just be like normal level, you know? Side door's a little bit squeaky. The fan string is pretty low and it like doesn't even do anything. So I just feel like that just should be tied up or something so it's not dangling there and in the way of people. Like I'm pretty short and I just walk right into it, you know? I'm in the little Harry Potter hole and I don't really know what that is. It kind of looks like a little stub in the ceiling. This thing's handle was broken. Oh, it's actually not broken. It's just kind of messed up. And it's also a little bit close to the side, I feel. I think this whole kind of setup thing could be moved over maybe just an inch just to give this a little bit more space, but it doesn't really matter. Here's another one of these weird like circle outlet things. Again, don't really know what they're used for. The basketball court's pretty dirty. I don't know about you guys, and I guess it's personal preference, but I don't really see the need for these like pillar things that are in the middle. I feel like if it was gone and there was just like solid window there and like that was open, it would just be kind of more spacious and open feeling, but maybe it's for structural reasons, so I'm not really too sure. It'd be easier to show you guys if I was down there, but I'm too lazy to go just to show this one part. But basically I think like this light thing can be maybe like this high. Like I don't see why they can't raise it a couple feet. It's a little bit like intimidating and kind of just in the way feeling, you know? I think you could like easily stub your toe out of there. If like you were to walk out of this room and wanted to go over that way, if it was dark, I think you could easily hit that. So I don't see why they just wouldn't make it flush with that wall. I'm sorry I keep talking about the walls, but honestly, I just don't understand it. Like, why is this a thing? Why is this here? It should just be flush. Like this should not be here. It just, like, I don't understand why it is. You could just take it out and it'd be more space. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no clue what this thing is like for or what would go back there in this cage kind of thing, but it's there, so it's whatever. I'm not too sure what this hole is from, but I feel like bugs could easily get in through there, so gotta patch that up. This fence is really, really pointless because that wall is actually shorter than the fence. So if anyone wanted to get in, yeah, sure, there's a lock on the fence, but they could just like easily climb over. This brick is the only brick with a little nail in it. I don't really know why it's there, but just kind of is. Before these rocks are there, Humphrey could get out from there, so that's not good. I feel like having a tether pole here is kind of a waste of space. Like, no one really plays tetherball if they're not in elementary school. I feel like a trampoline would be much cooler here than this, but it is what it is. This rim is actually really shit. This isn't really a part of the house, but it's just kind of a side note. I feel like if this thing had like floaties on it and you could like put it in the pool, that'd be way cool, but it just kind of sinks because there's no floaties. Diving board's kind of dirty, but that can be cleaned. But the real problem is like, it's not that flexible. I don't feel like you can get that high off this thing. So that's a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. The dog's kind of mean. Not too sure where this light goes, or I don't even know what, yeah, it's a light. I'm not too sure where it goes, but it's just kind of hanging around and I feel like it should go somewhere. I think I found it actually. I think it goes on top of here. Oh, see, yeah, it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Yeah, that should be fixed, I think. This hose wasn't properly coiled. This pathway right here is kind of unveiling to our like backyard. Anybody walking on it can kind of see what we're doing, which I guess is like not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of weird knowing that. I think that's it for the house review. I guess it's all right, but there's things wrong with it. They can be fixed though, so I have high hopes for it.